All right, let's make sure we're broadcasting here. Going back to NASCAR Heat 5. It has been a minute since I've done this. Actually, no, I take that back. I think I did a race a few weeks ago here. Maybe more than a few weeks ago. I don't know. But, yeah, we're going to do some Xfinity. I don't know if anybody watched the Xfinity race. We will be the Hellman's car. We will be the Dale Earnhardt Jr. car. We will go to Sonoma. Let's go into quick race settings here. Manual transmission. 103 on the difficulty. Race length. We're going to take that down to 50%. 2 times tire wear. We will put on... Yeah, let's put on the yellows. We're going to do that. It's been a minute since I've done this. So, maybe we'll win. Maybe we'll get our asses kicked. I don't know. Wow, that is really bright. I don't know why that's so bright on my face. But, I don't know. Maybe I need to put on some makeup. We didn't watch the race today. SVG, Shane what is his name? Van Gisbergen, whatever the name. I thought he was going to win it, but Connor Zilich, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm pretty sure that's who won it. Ended up winning in the 88 car. It was a great race. We're just going to go next session. We're going to go right into qualifying.
Go, go, go.
See if I remember how to do this. I haven't raced these cars here for a long time. This part of the track right here, you pick up a lot of ground. Gotta make sure you pump the brake there. This game is so bad. Get up on 2 wheels there. I remember there's a yellow sign, I think, over to the left. Love's right there. That's your braking point. It's gonna take me a few laps to get the hang getting the hang of this. All my braking points, let off points, throttle points. That's why I love... Oh! That could have been bad. Lots of road racing. That's why I love road racing. Oval racing on NASCAR is okay, but... But when it comes to NASCAR, the only time I really like watching it is road course racing.
Qualifying. Make it count.
Here, this is where we're going to pick up a lot of positions. Record is a 1:34.403. Maybe we'll set a new personal best here. A lot of you out there probably have a lot better lap time than that here in these cars. There we go. Got through that corner a lot better. Oh, horrible entry into 10 there. Not even close to setting a new personal best, but let's see what we got. We got the pole? Are you kidding me? Okay. Barely. Well, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say barely, but in road course time, that's barely. I mean, 4/10. Let's do this.
All right, you're coming to the green. Almost ready. Green's out, let's go.
So we get 17 laps on a full tank, 10 lap stages, so we won't have to worry about pitting. Kind of hoping this ain't gonna be a walk in the park. I got the AI set to 103. I always feel like if you set any higher than that, you need to put custom setup in. Getting up on 2 tires just makes me laugh every time. Man, we are walking with this one so far. Oh, definitely gonna have to adjust my braking point getting into that corner. That was way too wide, just like your mother. Once the tires are warmed up, I should not have to downshift into third, going into 10. Once the new NASCAR game comes out, I'm probably going to get my sequential shifter for this. We could actually run the clutch and everything. Ray Black Jr. trying to come up here and challenge. Feel the tires are definitely starting to get warmed up here. Use up as much track as we can. Much better corner entry there. Those S-curves are so much fun. Oh man, I messed that up. All right, good recovery there. Ray Black is definitely getting a better entry into corner 11 there than I am. A couple spots on the track I need to improve. Once I get that improved, should start pulling away from Ray Black Jr. here. Do he even race anymore? I don't remember seeing his name anywhere in a long time. we go. That's a lot better. Should be able to start pulling away now. Should be about a 136 lap. Yep. Definitely getting better here. Getting back in the groove, starting to remember some of my marks here. A lot of brake pumping right through there. Pumping on the brakes, so just holding them down. There we go. Smooth and steady, smooth and steady. So my old friend Samo used to always say, smooth and steady wins the race.
Excellent lap. Good job.
So right now we're really pulling away from the field. Dude, I got that AI set up quite a way. I need to stop talking. Every time I talk, I mess up. I got that AI set up to a 103. I definitely should have set it up a little higher, but no, all it takes is one little mess up, which I mess up a lot. Any predictions for tomorrow's race? SVG going to go back to back? I can definitely see it happening. Maybe get a surprise winner. I can definitely see Michael McDowell picking up the dub. Michael McDowell, by far the most underrated race car driver in the NASCAR Cup Series, in my opinion. Maybe Chase Elliott pick up a win tomorrow. I'm not a big Chase Elliott fan, but call a spade. The guy knows how to get around a road course. If I remember right, his first win came on road course at Watkins Glen. If I remember right. Could be wrong.
5 to go.
5 to go in the stage. I'm super pumped for the new NASCAR game to come out. Like I've always stated on here, I am not a NASCAR. Well, I can't say I'm not a NASCAR fan. You know, I pay attention to it. I like to watch the dirty mode media, and I'll watch the highlights on YouTube. But I definitely don't sit in and watch a full race anymore like I used to back when racing was good. The new cars that they have now, they're just, you've heard me say it before, they're Formula One NASCARs. They're just stuck to the ground, and it doesn't take near the talent to race them anymore. The racing ain't that good. That air blocking and crap, it's ass. Ray Black may come up here and challenge for this lead here. Should put it on 4 times wear so I'd have to pit. Oops, somebody in the pit there. Somebody had a problem. All right, the 61 car that I used to run in the NARL days. back in the day. Two win, motorcycling it. I think Ray Black's going to come up here and challenge for this lead. Everything looks good as far as tire wear and everything. I don't think I'm going to touch anything when it comes time for pit stops. Might lower the tire pressures on the rears a little bit, but other than that, if it ain't broke, don't try and fix it. Tempted to pit right now. Tempted to try to do something so that way I go back in the pack. Make this a little more entertaining. Right now I am just absolutely walking with it. I didn't think I was going to have a lead like this, walk away with it. And I haven't raced Xfinity cars on this track in probably well over a year. Curious of what that'd be like if I left it in third. Black is right there. He is on the back bumper. About to find some lap traffic here. Ooh, missed my marks. There we go, hit that pretty good.
Last lap, hit your marks. Clear right.
Okay, dude, I need you to eat a big old bowl of fuck off.
All clear.
Wow, he is right there on my ass. Should be able to pull away right here.
Still there.
Oh, all right. I'm trying to race all clean, and they're hitting me in the ass end. All right. Pick up the stage win.
That stage. Great job.
That's just crazy how bright that is on my face. I'm gonna have to do some adjusting. Man, that is bright. I don't know why that's so bright for. Oh well. So with the exception of Ray Black Jr. being right on my back bumper, we smoked that. Cannot wait for that new game to drop. I cannot wait. What is it? September the new game's dropping, I think. September, October, something like that. The new NASCAR game. I am not a fan of NASCAR really anymore. But I am super excited about getting a new game. We've been on this one forever. Well, what happened to Ray Black Jr.? All the way back to 8? Oh, probably because he had that damage from hitting me in the nose.
Ready.
Gave me a love tap. Yes, he did. Doing bump drafting at Sonoma.
Still there. All clear. Right
I got to remember oh, he came in and smoked me.
Yellow flag.
Oh, do not pit. He gave me a good old bump right there.
Coming in the green. Be ready. Green flag, green flag.
All right, gotta remember tires are cold. I definitely need to get a shifter. Forgot how much I enjoyed road racing on here. Cup cars are definitely a lot more fun on here when it comes to road racing. My favorite driver is Kyle Busch. My favorite driver of all time is Tony Stewart.
5 to go, 5 to go.
Tony Stewart has been my favorite race car driver since he was racing USAC, going all the way back to the early 90s. So when Tony was, racing the USAC, the midgets, and the sprints and everything, I was a fan of his back then. Then I actually got a little bummed when he went to the IRL, because I was like, man, I want to watch him, keep watching. And it was more difficult to watch back then. You know, we didn't have all this flow racing and YouTube. So we had what was called Saturday Night Thunder. Well, actually, it started off Friday Night Thunder or Thursday Night Thunder. I can't remember which one it is. on ESPN Speed World, and that's where I got my first images of Tony Stewart, and racing the short tracks in USAC. And then he went to the IRL, and I was kind of bummed at first because I really enjoyed watching him run USAC. But then once he got in the IRL, he started whooping ass and ended up winning the IRL championship. And I was like, all right, you know. And then he did the alphabet soup, I guess you could say, of going Busch Series. And back then it was Busch Series. It was the 44 Shell car, I believe. And then the rest is history. But my favorite driver right now is current driver is Kyle Busch. I'm a big Kyle Larson fan too, because Kyle runs a lot of the dirt. If the dirt paid more, I definitely think that Kyle Larson would say screw NASCAR. I think there's a few drivers out there that would say screw NASCAR, like Chase Briscoe. He probably wouldn't race NASCAR anymore. He would definitely be in the dirt. Alex Bowman would probably just go race sprint cars. I like a lot of those guys. Carson Hocevar is definitely becoming one of my favorites. Start another team with who? But with Mopar, yeah. So right now it's just Mopar's going to be in is bringing back the trucks. They're probably 2 to 3 years out as far as coming into Xfinity, and as far as the Cup, I would say they're definitely going to be at least 2 to 3 years out. I mean, you never know. They might pull something out of their ass, or maybe I just haven't heard all the updates. As far as when they're going to be in Xfinity. Wow, I'm starting 35th. I'm going to have to shut up and actually drive here. But I'm super excited. I wish there was more like Nissan and stuff, and people are like, Nissan, what the hell?
Stay right.
I think they'll get a solid team. I think they really will.
Left side.
Wow, we come to a stop there.
Clear left.
Who is it that's talking about starting the team? Who is it? Larson or Tony Stewart?
Car left. Clear left. Left side.
But any of these teams,
all right, you're clear.
like Stewart in NASCAR or in drag racing?
All clear. All right, you're clear.
NASCAR, really? I have not heard that. Because Tony,
right, you're clear.
Tony does not like where NASCAR is now. That's why he got completely out of it. But I mean, if the money's there, hello. If the money's there and the timing's right,
Car left.
when you think about it, if you could get the Mopar funding right now and start a truck team, right? And this is just me talking. I mean, I'm just some guy. I don't know all the logistics of that shit. None of us really do. But you get start a truck team, right? Let's say Tony starts all over, starts from scratch, starts way down in the trucks.
Left side.
He's going to have 100% funding from Mopar. He shows that he knows what he's doing, which is Tony Stewart. We all know that he knows what he's doing. Look what he did with his Cup team.
All clear.
So he goes and he does good the trucks. Then they're going to say, okay, well, you did good there. We're going to give you the money to start an Xfinity team. Or they might just jump ahead and say, you know what? Here's the money for the Cup team.
Left side, left side.
There, and then there's you're going to have your entire shop paid for by
Clear left.
Mopar. Just like, yeah, I mean, that Tony will definitely do a better job than Evernham. Evernham was doing good until Aaron Crocker came along, and Evernham started thinking with the wrong head, if you know what I mean. I mean, he did end up marrying her in his defense. It ain't like he was just having a fling. I think they even had a couple of kids, if I remember right. But, you know, he also didn't pick the driver very well. I mean, he talked up Casey Atwood like he was the best thing ever, and that ended up being a flop. The best thing that happened for that team was Casey Kane. Man, I just took that guy out. My bad.
Yellow flag.
Man. Oh, well. But, hey, I think it's great. If Tony Stewart can get that Mopar sponsorship.
Almost ready. Green's out.
That'd be great.
Right side.
You know, when he had Stuart Haas and he was
You're clear.
Chevy,
That's the halfway mark.
he had all of that funding coming in from Chevy. Then when he switched to Ford,
Right side, right side.
Ford started taking away a lot of that funding. Oh, man, I'm reading that comment.
You got room. You're clear.
Yeah, I don't know why they ever left, to be honest with you. When they had Ted Musgrave, and Ted Musgrave was kicking ass in those Mopars.
Clear to your right. Right side.
I think if Mopar comes back to NASCAR,
Right side.
you watch. They're smart. Dirt track is where it's at right now. I mean, we all know that I'm a dirt track fanatic. I'm going to do this race, and then I'll go and I'll check all the flow racing shit. If they do come back to NASCAR and they start finding success, which I do believe they will, you're going to see
Left side's clear.
my favorite late model driver.
Left side. Clear all
I don't know, probably Mike Marlar. Marlar, Davenport, or Alberson. I like Mike Marlar because he doesn't always win. He'll win, and then the next night he'll go a lap down.
Stay right.
I mean, it's easy going for somebody who wins all the time. But you're going to see Mopar in the probably in the World of Outlaws, or actually they'll probably go high limit, because World of Outlaws, I don't see them being around in the next probably 10 years, unless they start changing their ways.
Clear right.
You know, when you don't pay your drivers and your teams, they're going to go over there to high limit. And that same thing with the World of Outlaw late models. You don't take care of your people, everybody's going to go to Lucas. That's why people are leaving World of Outlaws. The Prelude? Oh yeah, I remember the Prelude way back in the day. You'd have a whole bunch of NASCAR drivers in that one. What was crazy is, I was never a big Montoya fan, but Montoya raced in that. I think it was a Prelude. Montoya never ever even knew what a late model dirt track car was.
Left side, left side.
Got into a late model, dirt late model, and ended up, I think he qualified first. And went out there and whooped their ass. I don't think he won it. I think that's the year Tony won it. But that was impressive. They may bring it back. Who knows? As big as dirt tracks get. But the thing is that there's
still there.
It's the whole scheduling thing, because you've got, you've got the Hell Tour, you've got your normal Lucas Oil late model tour, then you've got your World of Outlaw tour. Now you've got the Hunt the Front tour going on. Then you got your Lucas Oil or Night in America. I'm sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on this and do everything at the same time. But you've got so much going on anymore that you know, trying to find the time to do those. But yeah, I mean, you ain't wrong. It would be nice for them to bring something back like that. Laps remaining 23. I could get 17. Nah, we're not going to pit yet. But, I mean, if World of Outlaws doesn't dig their heads out of their asses here pretty soon, there's not going to be a World of Outlaws anymore. I mean, they're so desperate for sponsorship, and the late models, they got fucking Real American Beer. If you don't know who... Didn't know. Yeah, they... Mark Kinzer used to drive for them.
All clear.
He was their big dog.
Left side. All clear.
What was I saying? Oh, so World of Outlaws, and I don't remember the exact numbers. I looked this up once before. But World of Outlaws,
Still there.
like, treats their drivers like shit. Their payouts ain't shit. So for you to get in the pits, and somebody can look this up. But so like your pit entry, right? Your pit entry is X amount of dollars. I don't remember the same amount, so I'm just going to say X amount. It's something like $80 or something like that. We're just using that as the number. That gets you the car, and I think it's 2 crew members or something like that. And I don't think you're even guaranteed to get that money back or something. Somebody's gonna have to look it up because I don't want to be putting out false information. But high limit, the payout is like damn near double. They treat the teams and the drivers a hell of a lot better. Like the payouts are better. Your entry fee isn't as much. And I think you could bring like an extra crew member or something. But I mean, there's a reason why you have the drivers going from the Outlaws to high limit. There was a rumor going around, and it was a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt, that they were going to combine. I think that would be the worst thing for high limit to do. What high limit should do is just say, no, we're just going to take all your drivers. And not being in a dickhead way. You know, Brad Sweet and Kyle Larson, they're not assholes like that, but they are businessmen. You know, you don't start something like that without the idea and the thought of biggest profit possible. But yeah, Ashton, Mike Marlar and Davenport are probably my 2 favorite. And Alberson. Yeah, high limit, they put on a hell of a show. And I'm not taking anything away from the drivers. Like, as far as the drivers and the talents go, I mean, you're gonna get a great. Oh, that was close. You're gonna get a great show no matter what. I've watched both.
Left side.
But the talent, there's more talent over in high limit. And you can't blame them. I mean, it takes a lot of fucking money to get one of those cars going on the track. But there's more upcoming stars as far as high limit goes. You know, like Reitzel and Day. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on this too. But Lucas Oil, they've got a lot more talent in there. World of Outlaws definitely has talented drivers. I mean, I'm not a Bobby Pierce fan by any means, but give credit where credit is due. Between him and Davenport and Thornton, I mean, those are the 3 best in the world when it comes to dirt track racing. And 2 of those 3 are Lucas Oil. Out the front, they've got some talented drivers. The Summit Tours. I mean, you look at the Hell Tour. Jason Fager, very talented driver, and he's not full-time Lucas or World of Outlaws that I know of. But you put him on the track up against the Lucas Oil or the World of Outlaw late models, and wow, that was 3 seconds faster than my lap. And he's gonna put on a show. If you guys ever go to see a Lucas Oil late model show, make sure you go talk to Garrett Alberson. He is hands down the nicest guy that's close, you will ever meet. Like, that guy is top notch, what everybody should be. Davenport was super cool. I talked to him for a few minutes. Tyler Erb, super cool dude.
Still there.
I mean, honestly, all of them were pretty cool. I talked to Brandon Shepard for just a quick 10 seconds, but he was super, super cool. Super short, too. Like, that dude
Right
is
side, right
short.
side. All clear.
But all of them were super nice. But Garrett Alberson, by far, bar none, the coolest guy.
Stay right.
The one person I think High Limit really needs to try to get a hold of and go over there is Buddy Kofoid. Buddy Kofoid is definitely the next Donnie Schatz. I didn't even know Corey Day raced in NASCAR races until somebody told me today that he raced in the Sonoma race. I'm hoping he doesn't go NASCAR, because he is fun as shit to watch in the High Limit Series. New local track, get High Limit. What track's that? They got a lot. High Limit's got a lot of tracks that they're going to anymore. Could you imagine if... Well, Sprint Car's kind of got a Hell Tour. It's in the Pennsylvania sweep. Which was horrible timing, because you had Pennsylvania, that sweep, which lasted, like 2 weeks or something like that? Maybe more? I don't know. The same time you had the big Skagit race going. Eastern Kentucky. Is that 34? Is that where 34 is? I may be completely wrong. But then you also had that big Huset's race. Like, that just spread out that spread everybody out everywhere. 13 to go, no pit stops.
You're clear.
Ooh, I started to cook it in. .201 Speedway, never heard of that. There's so many dirt tracks out there, though. It's kind of funny, on the World of Outlaws Facebook page, you'll see people saying, why ain't this track on the game and why ain't that track on the game? Yeah, there's easily 100 tracks out there that could be on a video game and make a game epic. Like, there are... The one that I really want, and of course I'm saying this because it's my local track, the big track, is Eagle Raceway. You know, I mean, I think that'd be a good one. But you watch, you turn on Flow Racing or Dirt Vision or Hunt the Front TV. Even just turn on IMCA TV. IMCA is big around where I live. You'll see tracks all the time where you're like, man, that'd be awesome if that game was, or if that track was on the game. I think 34 Speedway would be a good one. There's a lot of them. Skagit would be a good one. I think they need to, in all honesty, a lot of these fantasy tracks that they have on the game, they need to take those off and just focus on, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the fantasy tracks. They're fun. There's some good ones on there, don't get me wrong. But they need to take those tracks off and then do one of two or a few things. Work on the realism of the tracks that are on there. You take Kokomo. Kokomo, on the game, Kokomo is fun. Ash, Chris, and I, we were on there today. We had a lot of fun there. But if you're looking at a track that looks like Kokomo, the fantasy track Jacobs is like Kokomo. Kokomo's a little bit bigger than Jacobs, but they need to work on the realism. One thing they could definitely do that I would like to see them do is get rid of the World of Outlaws name and put some Lucas Oil late model guys in the game with the World of Outlaw guys. Just figure out I don't know. I have no idea how they would be able to market that because there's so much marketing shit with, Flow Racing has Lucas and then Dirt Vision has World of Outlaws. So I don't know. Isn't it Castrol Night in America? Isn't it Castrol? Or is it Lucas Night in America? I can't remember which one it is, but maybe have it under that name so that way you can have the Lucas Oil guys and the World of Outlaws guys. As far as the tracks go, the tracks wouldn't matter. Yeah, definitely need different street stock bodies. Because if they're going by the actual dirt car series, because that is an actual series, a dirt car series. Those bodies don't look anything like those metrics that they have on there. They're so different. I think they could definitely take some series off of the game, like the micro sprints. The micro sprints were fun. Don't get me wrong, and I applaud them for putting different series in there. People were wanting it. They listened. They delivered. Yeah, they are outdated, but so like around here, IMCA racing is huge. You got IMCA hobby stocks and IMCA stock cars, and they're pretty much all those, the Monty Regals and everything. But they're changing. They got these new the new bodies, the Camaro bodies that they're putting on them now. And the problem with it was, all of those metric cars, the Monties, Regals, Cutlasses. So many people all across the country and Canada, we're all using them for race cars. So it's like they're all gone. Well, like the frames can still be good on them though. They just use a frame, put all new parts on them. Then they put these Camaro bodies on the cars. But like with your hobby stocks, you can't do that. At least that I know of, they haven't done that yet. And hobby stocks is just what it sounds like. It's, well, supposed to be pure stock, but we all know that ain't the way it goes. If they were to make a game that was just sprint cars and just late models, and they worked on the realism, I think they would do very good with that. I never noticed that before. I just saw those cars going up past the, I don't know what turn that was. I'll show you when I get there. I did not know that you can see them. I just noticed that. I'll show you once I get to that part of the track. That was wild. This is one track that I would like to go to sometime. Yeah, so where I'm at in southeast Nebraska, they have the 4-cylinders. They're called IMCA Sport Compacts. Right here, you can actually see this part of the track from when you're going across the finish line. They're called Sport Compacts. A lot of tracks are getting rid of them though because they run the really thin tires and they fuck up the track. Like Eagle used to run them, and they had more of those, more Sport Compacts than anything because they were so cheap. Used to be. But the problem with like a track like Eagle is that it's so high bank that they would never have to lift, so they would actually tear the track up, and then they would have to they would run those last, actually, if I remember right. And nobody would stick around to watch them because, well, they were 4-cylinders. They was nice, they were entertaining, but not enough to keep people in the stands. Fox bodies, I don't know what that Fox bodies are. Oh, 80s Mustangs? Like the 4-cylinder type Mustang? Or like the 5.0 style? Four cylinders, yeah. That was so funny when those came out. I mean, I was too young to understand muscle cars at that time. I was born in '79, so I'd have been like 7 or 8 or whatever when those came out. But I've actually watched a documentary on why they came out with those. And that's when, about the time that Chevy came out with some types of cars that did not work for fuel consumption. And that's why Chevy came out with the brand Geo. Do you guys know that? Geo, like the Geo Metro, Geo Storm, shit like that. That was actually Chevy. That was their answer. Basically what it was Ford and Chevy was trying to compete with Toyota in fuel consumption cars, and that's why they came out with those 4-cylinder Mustangs. It didn't work out well. Hence the 5.0 when they revamped the Mustang. Y'all, I'm having a really good time talking to y'all about racing and cars and stuff. The way it should be. Chilling out, talking racing. So are you from Eastern Kentucky there, Big Red? I used to live in Kentucky, kind of. I went to Fort Knox when I was in the Army. That's where I was at. I was a Cav Scout. Beautiful country. I loved it there. I mean, I just went to basic at Fort Knox, so I didn't get to go to a lot of places. But the one thing that made me laugh so fucking hard, and I was young. I was 19. But what made me laugh is you would see these people with these nice cars there in Kentucky. And then they would have these houses that were barely standing. It's like, what the hell? But beautiful country, like the hills and hillsides and everything. Kentucky's a very beautiful state. I really enjoyed whenever we could get out and do stuff. Going and seeing the scenery there. Very beautiful countryside. Steve Francis, that's going back a ways. Is he even around anymore? I haven't heard that name in a long time. Steve Francis, that's like back in the Habit Tampa days. Sonoya, yeah, Sonoya would be a good one. I do know there was some touring series that was just there. Somebody was just there at Sonoya. Steve Francis, that's back when like I'm trying to think of some other names. But like the Habit Tampa series, didn't he run in the Habit Tampa series? For the front, that who is there? Cause I remember watching some highlights, and they were at Sonoya. That track was pretty nice looking, Ashton. Really nice track. Like I said, there's hundreds of them that they could put on the game. Yeah, the Habit Tampa series. You know what I wish they would do more?
5 to go.
And I don't know why I like it so much, but when they take the tops off the late models, I think that is freaking awesome when they do that. Go topless. My wife probably just heard me say topless. She's probably, what the fuck is he talking about in there? Topless race cars. I don't know if it's because you just see them better or what it is. Y'all seen those new, well, they're new to me. I haven't seen them until like up to about a month ago. It's the first time I've seen them. Those big block modifieds, the Outlaw types, those huge double wings on the back. Yeah, they do look more cool. I think it's just because, you know, you're not used to seeing them. Something different. Different is good. Change is good sometimes. Didn't Rick Eckert run with Steve Francis? Pretty sure Eckert run the Habit Tampa series too. Bloomquist, I know Bloomquist ran with them back in those days. Such a shame. Crazy, came back, that was suicide. But fucking cancer. Yeah, Francis ran Mopar. He had his car. Okay, so his car, that blue, white, and black, that is the same that Mark Kinzer's car looked like when Kinzer ran it in the World of Outlaws. Actually, so you want to hear something really cool? Where I live here, I live about hour-ish, maybe a little over an hour south of Lincoln in Nebraska. And that's where Speedway Motors is. It's where like their main headquarters is. And Speedy has there's a museum of race cars there. And one of Mark Kinzer's Mopar cars are there. I've actually got a picture on my phone. I would pull it up and show you, but like this camera won't allow that. But yeah, if you're ever in Lincoln for some whatever reason, go to the Speedway Motors Museum of History or Motorsports or whatever it's called. It's like $15 to get in, but look it up online. Like there is so much there. They have the world record speed car there.
All right, you're clear.
They've got some the Dale Jr. car that he won. I think it was the Batman car he won in Michigan when he had that drought and then he came back and won in Michigan. That car's there. Like there is some really awesome race cars there. Jeff Gordon midget is there. Like there's so many awesome cars there. Yo, I am putting a hurting on the field. Holy cow. I'm surprised I've got a lead like this considering I've been working my jaw.
Right side's clear.
Usually when I get to talking, I don't race worth a shit. The new NASCAR game is what? It only shows me so much on a Big Red when you type. The game is, and it says Geo. Need to hook up my PC when I do this sometimes. Like, it only shows me so much of what somebody is saying. I don't know why. And then sometimes it'll show me a lot of, if somebody types a lot of something.
Stay right. All clear.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. You know, I mean, it's iRacing. It ain't this bullshit here. Which, I mean, this game ain't horrible. I mean, for what they had to work with, it is what it is. But being that it's iRacing, I think it's going to be good.
Careful, still there.
They've taken a lot of time. I mean, it's been in the making for 2 years now. And plus the,
Left side, left side.
you know, the pictures
Far left.
that we've seen, those ARCA
Clear left.
cars look sick as fuck. Like everything on it, it looks clean. Am I on the last lap? No, 2 to go. Yeah, I never played 21. I never bought that. I got like 2 more laps to do it, baby. My wife's in here. Hold on, baby. Come here. Hold on, y'all. I think the wife's going to bed. You going to bed? Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Clear left.
I heard so many horrible things about 21. Then I watched the videos of just how bad it was. And I'm like, I am not spending my money on that shit. Yeah, I seen like at Daytona, it wouldn't count laps, and then there was times where like cars would go underneath the track. Wow, I got 8.5 second lead. Jeez. There was nothing good about it. When I heard that you could like drive out from the garage and stuff, I was like, dude, that is badass. I think every game should be like that. No matter if it's NASCAR, dirt track, or anything, where you like pull out of your pit. You go and you line up. Like, that would be awesome. Like, if full race day, full everything, manual control, no AI controlled anything. You line up manually. You go out there and set your pace manually. Of course, it would be an option whether you want that in your lobby or not. Because there's some people that, you know, they'd fuck it up. Yeah, they are getting a new game. They came out and said that they are. I don't remember where somebody showed me that. I don't know if it was Butters at work or what, but somebody showed it to me where they said they are working on the new game. Of course, in this day and age, you can only believe so much you see on the internet.
Stay right. Clear left.
Might have been fake news, whatever you want to call it. Well, y'all, that was an ass whooping. I'll tell you what, I got the AI set up at 103, and I just stomped a mud hole in their asses. Like, absolutely. Stomped a mud hole in their asses. You know what? We are gonna go around the entire track, and we are gonna burn this bitch fucking down. Tell you what, I have vertigo really bad. And when I do these burnouts, sometimes it really fucks with me. That ain't gonna stop us from burning this bitch down. We've got a whole group of people here that need to see a good burnout. Yeet! You know what'd be cool is if you could do a race mode in this game where the feeling of the car was in burnout mode. Because like right now, you hit it, and that fucker's wanting to spin. There's no traction. Here we go. We're burning the shit out of this one. Can't even burn out through there, really? That's about gayer than AIDS. All right, where's my pit stall? Way down here in the end. Oh, that's all she wrote. Yeah, I really enjoyed this talking to you guys. Big Red, enjoy the conversation. Ashton enjoyed it. What time is it getting to be? 10:14 Saturday night. It's still early. Maybe I should go over to the World of Outlaws game. Go live on there. Every time I win a race, I need to take a shot. That was an ass whooping. Like I said, I had the competition set at 103. I figured that would for sure. What's up, War Pony? Just got done laying the smack down at Sonoma. I got fart. I had to mute for that one. I should go over there to World of Outlaws game. Do a challenge where just run some short races. Every time I win a race, I got a shotgun of beer or something. I woke up this morning hungover. We went over to and watched the Extreme Outlaw Midgets. Yeah, I hear you. Dude, I was lazy today. We were so hungover. Oh my God, we were hungover. Went and watched the Outlaw Midgets. Logan CV, Justin Grant, Cannon McIntosh. They were all over there last night. watched them. Came to town. My boss owns the bar here in town. Went and watched this one man band, and I tell you what, I drink Natty Light. That's my beer of choice, and I think I might go grab one actually. And I tried to drink them out of Natty Light last night. Oh, and then the little lady, she's my wife. She's tiny. She's like 5 foot nothing, and she was drinking some. What was she drinking? Pineapple and Malibu, and she had like 3 or 4 of those, and she was gone. Like we woke up this morning, it was pretty rough. And now she's got me on these. So up until before last night, I never vaped. Well, take that back. Probably about 8 years ago, I tried those pen vapes. Didn't do anything for me. Then last night, I tried her vape, and I used to always make fun of her for vaping. Like, you always carrying that thing around. It's ridiculous. Then I tried hers last night, and I'm like, all right, I get it. So I went and got this one. This one's a white gummy, and I get it now. Now I understand the whole vaping. Like, this shit is fucking good. If you're a kid, though, don't fucking do it. Don't be getting into that shit. I should do a Watkins Glen. You know what? I'm going to go grab me a beer. I'll make sure I put in a koozie because I don't know all the regulations on here. And I'm going to do a Watkins Glen race. I feel like doing some more road racing because, damn it, freaking love road racing. So give me 1 second. I'm going to go grab a beer. I'll be right back. All right, I'm out of Natty Light, so my buddy left some ultras. We go with that. Quick race settings. All right. You know what? Go big or go home, right? We're going to set these fuckers all the way to 105. Definitely going to go ahead and put it out there. I am not going to win this race. But let's talk some racing. Let's just talk life. Have some fun. How about that? Actually, I'm going to change something else. 4 times where... All right. So that way I actually have to pit during the race. 10:19, it's still early. As Cody Rhodes would say. What do y'all want to talk about? Cheers. I actually knew a guy that had the Fanatec back in the day when this came out. He raced in the NASCAR league with us. He's in the game. The fuck was his name? Super cool dude, like super cool, super chill dude. But he raced on here, and he actually raced for. I want to say it was Penske. He raced on here for. I'm like, at first I called bullshit. I'm like, Sloppy Joe. God, the fuck. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna exit here just for a second because it's gonna drive me nuts on what his name was. Actually, no, it's not gonna. We're gonna figure this. It's gonna drive me nuts if I don't. I don't think it's gonna be on these cars. I think it's on the 2022 cars. Nope, it's gonna be on here. And as soon as I see his name, because his gamer tag had to do something with his actual name. Max Boost. That was it. This guy right here. So I want to say it was Penske or I don't know. But anyways, Maxwell Castro. This dude, super cool, super chill dude. I actually beat him one time. There's a little bit of an asterisk. I think he got involved in a wreck, like towards the end of the race at Homestead or something, and I actually beat him. But like he was flying in something to do with the lap car. This is years ago. Super cool dude though. Super chill, super cool guy. Let's here we go. Watkins. Let's do this. But yeah, he had like the full rig. He told us how much his rig was one time, and we were all like, "My car that I drive daily doesn't even cost that much." So he would whoop our asses. Fuck, man, he would whoop the shit out of us. Hopefully my beer doesn't spill. Because I've got kind of an expensive setup here. Expensive for me. We're going to do a...
Clear out, hammer down.
The Glen is definitely one of the best road courses. I love the Glen and Canadian Tire. Definitely two of my favorites. I would almost venture to say that I like Canadian Tire a little more. Just because there's a couple more elements. But I tell you what, my wife and I are talking about doing the RV life once we sell the house. And this is one track that I definitely we may go and watch. I would love to come here to watch a race sometime. Y'all remember that time that they were red flagged, like right back there, that part of the track? That dude tried coming over and getting Matt Kenseth's autograph. That was flipping hilarious. I'm going to do a couple of practice laps because I am not going to qualify. I'm going to see if I can come from the back of the field.
Stay to your left. Clear to your right.
Man, now I'm kind of hungry for sloppy joes. Thanks, dude. I'm on a diet. Had my cheat day yesterday and a little bit earlier today. You can actually make healthy sloppy joes. Just use turkey meat instead of beef. Then make sure you use either sourdough bread or the true Italian bread. Not that Walmart Italian bread shit. Just use true Italian bread. I'm going to do one more lap here, then we're going to go right into the race. Start in the back. Oh. I got the AI set all the way up to 105. See if it come through and win this sucker. I'll be honest with you, if I get it up to 5th place, I'll be happy with that. Yeah, I prefer Chevy, but when it comes down to it, I drive whatever gets me to point A to point B. I've actually got a Dodge van now because I have some side hustle businesses. And it just makes it a lot easier when I get done with a job. If I'm tired, it's late, I can just leave everything in the van, lock the van up. growing up. Well, growing up, it was kind of odd because I helped my best friend was a farmer, lived just down the road. I grew up in the country, and they were Ford people, but my grandparents owned a mechanic shop, and they were diehard Chevy people. So it was like, so with my buddies, we were all Ford when we were out there. I had a '78 Ford in high school, and but yeah, I kind of preferred Chevy. So yeah, I lean towards Chevy, but when it comes down to it, all the new vehicles, no matter what the brand is, they're junk. When it comes to the older vehicles, I kind of like Chevy because with GM, you have so many different companies that you can mix parts with. All right, y'all. Here we go. Gonna come from the back. Let's see what we get here. Four
right,
times
smart
wear,
here. Going green. Be
105
ready
AI.
here. Green is out. Car left.
Get 8 laps to the gallon. Or eight laps to a tank.
Still there. Car left.
Yeah, the rust is horrible here. I don't know what they do on your guys' roads, but they put that shit down on the roads in the wintertime, and it just absolutely destroys vehicles. Like, I'd much rather deal with the ice, to be honest with you. Learn to drive in the snow and ice. It ain't that difficult.
Car left. All right, you're clear.
Oh, don't wreck in front of me.
Clear left.
Trump 2020, what up?
Stay left.
How many mega guys we got out there? I'm mega. I will admit that. I don't get into politics too much, but
all clear.
With this whole Epstein thing, it's kind of hard being mega.
All right, you're clear.
Hopefully that list comes out here pretty soon.
Still there.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if I should be saving fuel.
All clear.
If I could get 8 laps to a full tank, but there's 9 laps in the stage, I think I need to just get up here as fast as I can. Get as many spots as fast as I can. If I can get the top 10, we'll see what fuel looks like.
All clear.
Once I get up to top 10, if I can start saving fuel for that lap, and start saving some fuel. Yeah, it is getting rough. Trump fucked up when they were at that press conference with Bondi, and he said, y'all are still talking about this Epstein guy. It goes further than just Epstein. It's the fact that, us average Americans, us working class guys and gals, we're sick and tired of the double standard. And it's more than just a double standard when it comes to that Epstein list. I mean, we're talking about some sick, nasty, gross scumbag of the earth pieces of shit that were doing things with these kids, and they're just going to get away with it. Bondi said straight up, I have the list. J.D. Vance said we need to release that list. Like, there was so many of them saying we have the list. And then Trump said, there's Bill Clinton was on the island.
All clear.
And he said Prince Andrew was on the island. Now he's saying, well, there was nobody on the island. You can't have both, It's kind of like these conspiracy people that say, oh, we never landed on the moon. And then in the same sense, they say, well, when we were on the moon, we were contacted by aliens. It's like, well, which one is it? Were we not on the moon, or were we contacted by aliens? I know that's two completely different things, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like, ooh, don't spin. Like, you can't have both. It's one or the other. So either you know that there was people on that island,
Still there.
or there is no list. You can't have both. Yeah, I mean, what he's doing for the economy is absolutely amazing. Like, we had
Right side's clear.
we had an 81 billion dollar deficit, or a positive deficit, or whatever you want to call it, last month. First time it's ever happened in American history. It's because of these tariffs, and the tariffs are making things rough.
Clear.
But in the end, you know, they're gonna make things better. They're gonna be positive, especially those ones that they came out with today. But honestly, I care more about these millionaires and billionaires being brought to justice for causing these outrageous crimes. You know, y'all, I'm going to tell you, back in 2000, oh yeah, gas is going to continue to get cheaper. I'll be honest with you guys. Back in 2016, I was accused of a horrible crime. My daughter, the long story short, my daughter was beating up this girl in school that had cancer. This girl ended up dying from cancer. But my daughter was beating up this girl that had cancer. And I took her phone away from her and everything, and she got mad about it. And so she said that I pushed one of my stepkids down a flight of stairs. Long story short, I mean, you could Google it all. I don't care. I'm not afraid to talk about it. The truth came out, and you know, everything was dropped. But I mean, that was a bunch of bullshit, and I went through hell for a year. A year of my life was absolute hell because of these accusations that came up against me. But yet these freaking multi-millionaires and billionaires are literally on video doing these things to these kids. Like, there's video proof of these things happening, and nothing is happening to these people because they have money and because they're high-ranking government officials. And it's bullshit. Why do we have to live a standard where we have to obey laws, but because people have 25 million plus in the bank, or they're a high-ranked government official, they don't have to?
You ready?
Yeah, Diddy's going to be walking free here in a couple months. If you ask me, Epstein and Diddy were connected somehow. I'm just some guy from Nebraska. You know, I'm nobody.
Clear left.
But if you put everything together, Diddy and Epstein were definitely connected in some way.
Stay right.
Whew.
Stay to your left.
Yeah, it is true. I mean, it's the double standard in this country is insane. And you know, the more that you study history and the more you study geography, you know, I guess you could say geography, you know, different countries and whatnot. We look at a lot of countries like they got dictators and whatnot. But I tell you what, like you take Putin in Russia. If this sort of thing was going on in Russia, Putin would have that motherfucker, Epstein, Diddy, whoever. He'd have them tried, convicted, and hung. That list would have come out, and everybody that was on that list would have been hung. Like, they would have been royally
Still there. All right, you're clear.
Going in hot. How'd you like that move? You know, you even look at you look at Iran. You know, we only get a little glimpse of the story. Yeah, they probably needed to be rid of their nuclear weapons because what they were going to do to Israel. But you look at the way that country is ran, and you know, they don't have a lot of that kind of shit. I'm not going to talk too much about this. I mean, we don't need to be. Let's talk about racing.
All right, you're
I
coming
mean,
to the
it's
green. Be
long story
ready
short,
here.
it's a bunch of bullshit.
Green flag, green flag. Right side, right side. Stay to your left. All right, you're clear.
That's crazy. Algar was driving the number 7 way back then, and he's still in the number. That's got to be. That's got to be the longest reigning number in the Xfinity series. Ain't it 7 with the driver? Maybe Jeremy Clemens with the 51. Other than those two, like, there's been so many drivers that have come in and out of these cars. Hell, the number 98. That's not even. That team don't even exist anymore. And how the hell am I leading this? I came from the back of the freaking pack. I started dead last. Brandon Jones, yes and no. You are right. You know, the bright yellow 19, but you know he went to junior and Chevy. But yeah, same number. Is he 19 in this? Is he in this? Yeah, he is. Oh shit. That was close. God, that's just weird how bright my face is. Y'all, to be honest with you, like I'm really tan because I spend a lot of my time outdoors. My face is just, I'm looking like Michael Jackson up there. And I don't understand why Brandon Jones did so horrible over there, junior. You know he had good equipment. I can't believe he went back to Gibbs after the way Ty did him there at Martinsville. That's been, what, 3 years ago already when that little scumbag Ty Gibbs did that to him?
Five to go.
Anybody that doesn't remember, Ty Gibbs was already guaranteed a spot in the Final Four. Brandon Jones was going to win he had the race won at Martinsville. And Ty Gibbs, his own teammate, takes him the fuck out. And that was on purpose. Ty Gibbs can say all he wants. Oh, I got too much of a run. I didn't mean to. He hit him so hard his hood buckled. That was not on accident. How am I on fuel? Got 3 laps of fuel left. How many laps to go into stage? I might have to go into fuel saving mode here.
That was a great lap.
4. Where's this gonna change? And yep, I'm not gonna be able to save that much. All right, pitting this lap. Actually, no, I will pit next lap. It's at lap 2 to go, right? Where you can't pit. Holy moly. I think it's at 2 to go that you can't pit. So I just got to make sure I get to that pit line before the
You're low on fuel, bud.
leader does. Actually, I better pit this lap because I'm on 4 times. Nope, I'm going to stay out. When are they going to pit? All right, they're not pitting yet.
Right side.
Wow, Briscoe came in there hot.
You're low on fuel, bud.
All right, I got to make sure I get to that pit line, that yellow line before Briscoe crosses start-finish line. I should be plenty good on that. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck, I was looking down the track map.
You're almost out of gas.
Yeah, I know. That's the word on the street. Speaking of street, when that new NASCAR game comes out, that Chicago street race is going to be insane. Okay, he's coming into pit. I don't know what's the speed limit?
Car left. Back it
40?
down. Back
Okay,
it
that
down.
was pretty good. Okay, I'm just gonna go with the full 2 cans right here. Then I'll
2 to go.
yeah, I'll just stay out when it comes time for into the stage. I'll just putt around the track these 2 laps.
You're clear on pit road.
I'm just gonna putt around. All right, so he just got the white flag. All right, so Algar's in the pits right now. Yo, how did I get a mark on my glasses? Must have splashed beer. My right lens, there's I got an annoying dot.
Stay left. Right side. All right, you're clear. Right side. That car ahead of you is pitting. All clear.
How are some of these guys going to be able to stretch that out? Stretching it out like your mama.
1 more to go.
Is he running out? He's going really slow. Okay, these guys are going. These guys are running out of fuel. Yeah, these guys were running out of gas. Fuck it, I'm not pitting. Only would have gave me a lap, I think.
All right, be smart out here. Going green. Be ready here. All right, halfway this lap. All clear. Right side.
Whoa.
Stay left. All clear.
All clear? What? Well, maybe. They need to do something better than Bristol, though. They can't go to one of those huge mile tracks like up there in the upper northeast. ARCA already proved how boring that is. I respect the fact that, you know, ARCA tries it on those tracks. I always respect efforts. But, you know, those, they're boring. What would be really cool is if they put the guys in like late models or something, not the Cup cars, but that would take away from the whole, you know, NASCAR Cup atmosphere, not seeing the actual cars. So maybe I'd scratch that. That's actually kind of a dumb idea. I have no idea, man. No clue. I hope. Even though, like, in person, or not in person, I've never watched it in person, but, you know, on TV it sucks. On the game it might be fun. Do you take, like, California Speedway on here, whatever the fuck it's called. Like, watching it in person is boring as fuck, watching the California race. But on the game, it's like one of the funnest tracks. It's one of the raciest tracks, funnest tracks on the game. So I have no idea what they're going to do with that. I'm trying to save fuel while staying in the lead here. If I'm doing my math right, I'm gonna come up a little bit short. So I'll try to save a little bit here. Not doing nearly as much downshifting. Oh, my nose itches tonight.
Towers called a caution.
Yeah, I better pit. Want to drive your car? What?
We're going green. Are you ready? Green flag, green flag. Right side, right side. All right, you're clear.
In career mode,
right side.
really.
Right side, right side.
That'd be cool if you could start your own team. Do like, you know, like Tony Stewart. Have teammates. It'll be interesting to see. I think it's going to be good. Like I said, I am not a NASCAR fan really anymore. Not like I used to be. But I do love the games. Like, I love anything racing. I've been thinking about actually playing, even going all the way back to playing Dirt Rally again. Or that Dirt 5. I think it'll be really good. Like I said, they've been working on it for 2 years. If it's not good, then they're morons. But side racing, they're pretty high key. Dirt 5 was a good game. I like Dirt 4 more because they had the rallycross on there, and you know, the tracks that they had. I like Dirt 5 because you can make your own tracks. The only thing that sucked was you couldn't race on them. Like, you could just do the time trial shit on there. That's what definitely sets games apart, is when you can design the play area. You know, like the motocross games. I like I like the Monster Energy motocross games where you can design a track that other people can go on there. Think about,
Yellow's out.
so
Backer
think
down.
about think about how awesome that would be. Like I'm gonna pause this for a second. So think about how awesome that would be in a game like a NASCAR game or even a dirt track game, where you can pick how long you want the straightaways to be, the banking, how long you want a corner to be, the banking on that, where if it's going to be tacky on the top, tacky on the bottom, and all that other stuff. Like that would be fucking awesome. Then they wouldn't have to worry about making up these fantasy tracks. You could people can download them like they did on Monster Energy Supercross and race them.
Green's out. Let's go. Clear to your right.
It's kind of like I'm a Call of Duty player because I haven't found another first-person shooter game that I like yet. You know, they always try to come out with these new maps, and Fortnite did it right. They did it where you can design a map and play on it. You know, Call of Duty wouldn't have to worry about putting out new maps because they would just have their player base do it for them. But anytime that you put more control into the player's hands, the happier the player is. So like, you know, in a racing game like NASCAR or dirt track racing, you can have a league where everybody takes a turn in a week. You race on somebody's track. So like, let's say if you and I were in a league and there was like 10 other guys in the league or whatever. Week 1, you would design the track that we go to. Week 2, I would design, and everybody would take turns. I think that'd be freaking awesome. I can't believe I got the opponent level set at 105 and I'm winning this shit. In the Herbie's League. That's what you're talking about. It's common. I knew it was coming. They were dropping hints that they were gonna be booting me a couple weeks ago. You can always tell by the way people treat you, how the future is gonna be in the league.
That was a great lap.
Anytime that people start beating Herbie and Carrie in that league, they end up getting booted. Ooh, I missed a shift. They did it to me before. They looked for a reason, and I did give it to them when I was making those videos. And I mean, I really don't give a shit. There were some good people in there. Don't get me wrong, some really good people in there. But people can't handle the truth sometimes. Yeah, so I don't know if I want to say too much because, you know, everything has to be taken with a grain of salt anymore. So I went and I raced with the guys in Extreme. I wasn't in Extreme. I was in another league that a lot of those guys raced in. And I'm not going to say any names, but, you know, I've been doing league racing and online racing and just racing in general for a long time. And a lot of it is common sense. Like, you can see things happening where you're like, that doesn't really quite make sense. What the hell? And so when I was racing with them, there was a certain guy that was in there and he started, I can't remember where he started, kind of close to me. And we were at I-55, I think it was. And this guy was racing, not even in the groove. And it's like, I was watching him go through the corners, and it's like he was carrying the straightaway speed through the corners when everybody else was having cornering speed. And I was like, what the hell? That doesn't make sense. Like, how in the hell is he doing that? And somebody made a joke. They said his name, and they're like, you got that box turned up high tonight, don't you? If you don't know what that means, then it's Cronus box. Then I went and I looked at the lap times, set the third time, all-time fastest, and we were on sliders that night. So, and then somebody else said that there were some guys in there that were running bump controllers. I'm like, seriously? And then there was the fact that
Careful, still there.
a lot of crybabies. I got wrecked a couple of times, which was fine. You know, anytime you're a new guy in the league and you're doing good, they're gonna test you, and I respect that. Yeah, there's hacking game. There's hacking. So, did you know that when World of Outlaws first came out, I don't know how you do it, but there was a guy that I used to run with, and he did it. He never did share how it was done. But you could be in a slider lobby and run custom setups. I have no idea how he did it, but he was running so much faster than everybody else. We're like, how you doing that? He's like, oh, I'm doing the... It's not a hack. It's when you... what is that called? When you like take advantage of a glitch in a game. I can't remember what you actually call it. I think they got rid of that. I think they patched that. But yeah, it's insane. It's stupid. Most of those, like 99% of them over there in that league were really good guys, legit. There's people that just cannot stand losing, you know, and I mean, we see it in, I don't know if you're a Call of Duty player. I am a Call of Duty player. You see it in COD so bad where people just can't stand losing, so they cheat. It's the same thing on here. I mean, it does happen. I've seen it. I've heard people that they plain old admit that, yeah, they're running the Coronas. So basically what the Cronus does on World of Outlaws, oh yeah, COD is horrible.
We're going green.
Something about, and I don't have a Cronus, so I can't tell you this for sure,
Green flag.
but it gives you basically gives you a shitload of grip through the corners. So the speed that you're running down the straightaways, you can run in the corners.
All right, you're clear.
And you can run your car really loose, but it gives you that grip. Like I said, I don't have a Cronus, so I can't verify if that's true. But it is what it is. Yeah, don't have to worry about fuel.
One more to go.
You know, everybody says that World War II was the last good one. I liked the maps on there. There was just something about it. I don't know if it was the movement or what. I played it for like a week and I ended up selling it. That was back when I was still running the discs. I run download everything now, but I am getting rid of it. I love going back to Black Ops 2. Those maps and those guns in Black Ops 2, they will go down in infinite. Words are so hard. They'll go down for the best maps ever. I thought Cold War was pretty decent. I didn't even. Yes, that was definitely COD's Prime. That was. And I wasn't even a video gamer at that time. I didn't start playing video games until about 8 years ago. But actually probably about 6 years ago. When I started playing COD was when Ghost was it was the year after Ghost. So Ghost was the first COD game. Okay. So Ghost was the first Call of Duty game, and people dog on that one. I liked it for certain reasons. So I like to hunt. I like to go hunt for people. So my people that I played with at that time, we would go to those big maps like Stonehaven, some of those other big maps, and we would do 1v1 snipers and shit like that. So what we would do is, their campaign was pretty good. So what we would do is we would make a line in the maps where you couldn't cross them, and we would have sniper wars that way. And it was fun as shit. I fucking loved it. And then shortly after that is when Fortnite came out, and you and a buddy could go onto the Fortnite, the big Fortnite map, and you could just have a fight between two people. It was awesome. So we would like go loot, and then we would go to certain areas on the map, like Tomato Town or where the fuck that was. But we would go to certain places, and then we would have sniper wars. So like I love doing the hunting, and we would actually just play on the big map. I wish you could do that on the Call of Duty map. Just you and a buddy be on the big map and go hunting for each other and shit. Race and competition mode. What's that? I don't even know what that is. For the moment, many of your settings will be overridden to. Well, I just had them at 105 and stomped a mud hole in their asses. Man, I kind of feel like playing COD now. For that, I might go do some online over there on World of Outlaws. Ooh, Gunther and Goldberg fought tonight, huh? I'll have to go check that out. Rainbow Six Siege is the top game. So I've heard that game's really good. I haven't checked that one out yet. I've heard of this Delta Force game, and I saw a video on it, and it looks a lot like Call of Duty, but it's supposed to be a lot better. The hacking situation is supposed to be a lot less over there. I might check that game out. I might get that. Yeah, I've heard Rainbow Six Siege is really good. I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. Definitely understand the whole vaping thing now. I never got it before. Now I get it. It will on console. You have to have it on console. It, I just if it's if there is no aim assist on console, shit. I mean, it would be good if it wasn't, but yet it wouldn't be. If there's no aim assist, I could definitely see it being a sniper game. There's times where I kind of prefer there not to be aim assist when I'm sniping on COD. Like I don't play the actual yearly games. I only play Warzone. I haven't bought a COD game in years because it's the same freaking thing every fucking year. Uh, I like Warzone. I like big maps. And there's times where I'm sniping and I'm like, I'd almost rather not have aim assist because on PC there is. If you're playing with, let me backtrack that. If you're playing mouse and keyboard, there is no aim assist because I've never played mouse and keyboard, but I guess it's a lot easier to aim on mouse and keyboard from what I've understood of it all. But on controller, they give you aim assist because it's more difficult. Like I said, I've never played on mouse and keyboard, so I cannot tell you if there's truth behind that or not. You want to get on play some COD, Big Red? I'll play some COD with you. Do some of the casual play on Resurgence. I win a lot of fucking games. My buddies and I were on there. What was that, Thursday night? We played like 10 games. I think we won all 10 of them. we we went through, I think, between three of us, we had like 90 some kills. It was fucking crazy. I think I'm done racing, honestly. I just, no. So where do I, Big Red, where do I know you from? Like, I know I've seen that before. What part of Florida? I got family down in Florida. You're on vacation and you're watching me? Dude, it's awesome. I appreciate that, man. Family must be all in bed. Jacksonville. So, hold on. Let me see where. I'm not even for sure where they live. Hold on. Um, they live Weeki Wachee, Florida. That's where my cousins live. And then I don't talk to my mom, but she lives in Florida. She lives in Venice, Florida. So yeah, I got family that lives down there. Beautiful place. We actually went down there. My buddy and I. We went to the Daytona 500. It was the year that Montoya hit the dryer truck. We went down there, and we actually didn't get to watch the Daytona 500. My buddy, he had to get back. He had a surgery or something he had to have. So we left Sunday night, drove all the way back, and then watched it on TV. But it's beautiful down there in Florida. My only thing is it's so freaking hot. I hate the heat. Like it gets hot here, and I used to live down in South Texas, down in the valley. I used to live down in Victoria. In Jacksonville, that's like, isn't that down like South Florida? Or no? Jacksonville, Florida. Maps. Oh, that's a big old fucking city. Jesus. Oh no, that's North Florida. That's Northeast Florida. So you're kind of by where my family's at, I think. I don't fucking know. You're ginger and look like a lobster. Oh, so that's why you're big red, huh? I got you. I'll just put on a lot of tannin lotion. Yeah, those big cities are definitely not for me. I live in a town of 250 people, and there's days where this is too much for me. I think I might go run some World of Outlaws. What time is it? 11:10. Then I'm gonna go switch over. I'll go live over there, World of Outlaws, run some pubs. All right, I'm gonna switch over, which means for some reason I don't know why, but when you switch games, the broadcast stops. It's fucking stupid. So I'm gonna switch over to World of Outlaws and then go back to being live again. So I'll see y'all here. I'm gonna go live. Stop this one, and then I'll go live when I'm on World of Outlaws.